Hello, I'm ABX and welcome back to the video. Today I want to show you something Hello, I'm ABX and welcome back to the video. Today I want to share something pretty interesting with you all because it is an exploit slash shortcut for one of the brand new glide maps, which not only allows you to save a solid 20-30 seconds by skipping over some of the map, but it also kind of shows you how some of the glide, secret mechanics work. And I always talk about those secret mechanics because they can help you be a better glide player and also help you understand the game a little bit better. And it's also just really interesting to look at in my opinion. So hopefully you all do enjoy today's video. You can like it if you do like it because it helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do like these sorts of glide videos. Even even though the game's some man old, it's still really interesting to see these crazy shortcuts like this one, which allows you to again take about 30 seconds off your route by abusing a kind of booster mechanic. Because basically the way glide works is there is invisible things working all the time, such as the fact there's an invisible ceiling on the map at all points, and sometimes there's even an invisible kind of artificial barrier, like the opposite of a draft, a thing keeping you down against your will. And this means that sometimes you're kind of forced downwards in a way that's really quite interesting, and we'll show you that later. But also sometimes there's just a barrier up there which, when you push against it, will reduce your speed dramatically. So for instance, here's me going for a booster right now, and as you're going to be able to see, this is a ridiculously fast booster. Here's what it looks like normally when you go this way. You get up to 40 meters a second, and you get a real nice speed boost. You can really see that. It's a great speed boost, and it's one of the reasons people go through this boost, and they go forwards. However, the thing is, if we go to the left of this, even though we've got the exact same speed boost, using it upwards, which should in theory work perfectly, is actually going to slow us down significantly. We're at 4 meters a second right now, and you might think, how does that one boost go so horribly wrong, even if you're pointing downwards? And this is because of the contact with the very top of the world. So yeah, unfortunately, if you hit the top of the world, especially after going for that booster, your speed is just going to be reduced dramatically, because that's what the booster's trying to do. It's reducing, it's kind of like friction between you and the top of the world, and that's why you want to avoid, being basically going into drafts, but especially if you're already quite high up, avoid hitting the top of maps at all costs. This is either a waste of energy, or sometimes it literally is, like absorbing your stuff, and that's a really, really bad thing. So yeah, anyway, I mentioned that because basically this, little shortcut slash exploit involves you, involves you using, instead of, upwards momentum, using very, very fast forwards momentum, which can be kind of stored inside you, to do, to kind of skip past one of those barriers and to go over all the way into the volcano section of the map. So the way this works is you need to skip over just like this, although I hit the wall right here. You need to skip, I'm kind of like pinned up against it. What you need to do is you need to skip this little section of the map, and the way you do that is by having lots of forwards momentum going like this. So yeah, you kind of just skip right past those boosters, use your forwards momentum, and use it to go over those trees. It's not going to work right here because I don't have enough height, but you can kind of see how that works, and you can do this by simply, again, you need to go through this orange booster with a really high upwards angle, and then curve to the left before you hit either of these boosters, and then you have a lot of forwards momentum, as opposed to, if you do it horribly wrong, just a lot of upwards momentum pushing you against this invisible barrier which is slowing you down. So yeah, this is kind of tricky to effectively pull off, but here you're going to see me try a few times, and I think every single time you try this, you learn a little bit more about how these boosters and gliders interact. And I think the really, really important thing is, I've said before so many times about how those things are really, really bad for you, but here is my full-on proof about, like, wow, oh, you saw that there was like some leftover momentum, but here's my kind of full-on proof in my opinion that this is how bad they truly are. Every single time you hit them, oh, there we go, over the edge we go. So yeah, the other thing we can see about this area right here is the fact that it actually not only has a ceiling to the map, it also has this artificial, I guess, opposite of a draft. So this is a draft slash a heat wave thing. It allows you to go upwards by using the thing from the heat, but you can also use it like this, and you can see how, oh yeah, so there's a thing at the top that stops you from controlling your own speed. It literally takes control of you for a few seconds and says no, go down. And it's that's not only like a barrier, but it's worse than a barrier because it means that no matter how fast you're going into it, you'll slow down to about 10 meters a second. So let me show you one more time. Let me go full upwards. Okay, let me make a big mistake apparently. But if you go full upwards into these things, it causes really, really significant problems, and that's why you don't want to ever be near the top of the map. That's a really key lesson I hope you do learn from this video, that if you're playing glide, whoa, okay, there was some leftover momentum as you can see right there. If you're at the top of the map, you can't control your own speed. I was stuck at 6 meters a second pointing directly down right there because you're not in control of where you go, and that's a really, really bad, bad thing right there. So yeah, there's hopefully a couple of lessons from this. The first one is that there's a pretty cool little shortcut found right here. Again, this doesn't affect the leaderboards because you need to finish all the shortcuts. It's just a great way to kind of skip over some of the map if that's what you're into. Okay, hopefully some of the momentum's right here. So you can skip over some of the map. That's wonderful. I would recommend trying it because it's kind of a skillful thing to do. Again, you can only do it sometimes. There we go. Just like that. And the second thing about it is that it's a great way to kind of hone your skills and also just learn how the ceilings in Glide work. Again, they're kind of mysterious otherwise, but here you can see they literally do have this weird friction against you, which is, oh, and we could probably use that to go over there. Not that we really want to, but let's show you right there just as a little fun thing. Yeah, you can use this to go to weird places, and you could probably use this, other maps and their similar things. You could probably use this in similar ways to do bizarre, strange things. But yeah, explore maps a little bit better and see outside of them using this, understand how the things work, and also do a cool exploit which can confuse your friends as to how you got there so far. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy this video. Like it if you liked it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.